Take it away.
Jay, just talk about, it was just a lot of series of mini comebacks. Just talk about tying the game 52. Did that kind of get everything rolling to the end?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like being able to come down at the end, tie the game up, and kind of have that momentum, especially with the crowd kind of being loud with us, kind of cheering for us. We've seen that was a big stop for us, big score for us to be able to tie it. And we felt like we had every single part of the momentum. So that kind of pushes there the rest of the game.
I think a minute ago when I was talking about they had one basket, final 3 minutes, that 4.2 seconds left. Was there an emphasis at halftime of guarding the ball better? Because they seem to get to the basket a lot early in the first half.
Yeah, Grant comes in every half and tells us what we can do better on offense and defense, especially defense. They was on pace at half to 76, 80 points. So there was definitely an emphasis, guarding shooters, rebound to make sure to get one shot, and just pushing the ball in transition.
Jaeden, what triggered you? You hit a 3 with about 10 minutes left. And then after that, you had 4 baskets driving through the paint. What made you realize to take it to the basket?
I feel like that shot that I hit, that 3, kind of just being able to see the ball go through the rim, because obviously I've been struggling a little bit. So kind of being able to see that kind of helped me push my momentum going on. And I knew I was a lot stronger than a lot of them on the other team. So I knew if I get downhill, like I'm able to, I'll be able to finish at the rim.
But it's such a young team, and guys still trying to kind of figure each other out and get used to each other. How nice is it to know that it can be either one of you or anybody else on any given night?
It's very relieving. Coming from last year, there was a couple people offensively that we looked to, but this year you could look to anybody really. So it's very it was very stressful last year at times, but it was fun when you did it. But there was very little chances that you did get it done, and it was hard to do. So this year it's much easier to do. We could look to Prince, Chaz, QP now that he's back, TJ, Jay-Z tonight, Devin. So we got a lot of pieces offensively and defensively that we definitely look to.
Let's talk about all the stops you got in the final 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, they had second chances, but they couldn't get it in the hole. Just talk about the defense in that stretch.
I feel like it's kind of what DeMarr said, how coach came in at halftime and just pushed defense, because that's the biggest thing for us. Coach doesn't worry about our offense. He pushes defense every practice, every game, just every single day. So coming out, having them be at 38 or whatever they're at halftime, we knew that's not our standards that we're supposed to be at. So we came out, got more aggressive because that's how they were playing. We brought the aggression to them, and it helped us out.
2 wins at home. Now you got a big one on the horizon. How excited are you guys?
I'm excited.
Very excited. Very excited.
For us.
Hey, every challenge is a new opportunity, as in Coach Grant's words.
Is Duke still a little fresh in your mind? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
definitely. You still go back, watch the film, look at what we could have done better. Now we got more pieces back. QP definitely gonna be a big help for us. Just looking at film every day and just kind of working on that.
All right, we'll go to questions from Zoom. If you have a question, Dan or Jack, raise your hand. All right, Jack, go ahead.
Hey, Jaeden, a question for you. I know you struggled against Syracuse a little bit in the first half. What changed at halftime? You were able to put up 14 in the second half. Lead you guys to the win.
I feel like kind of my confidence, which is a big thing. I know I talked with Coach Grant after the game about it. He got me somebody that I could talk to a little bit, kind of just to help my confidence, my motivation, because obviously that's a big thing, especially in sports. Like if you're not mentally strong or like as confident as you're supposed to be, it'll take a toll on you. So I feel like being able to meet with Coach, talk with somebody a little bit about that kind of helped me today, helped me stay positive when I didn't score like a lot in the first half, but being able to play defensively, develop that confidence, and just bring it into the second half, it was very good.
Dan?
DeMarr, in particular, for you, just about your playmaking and some of the things that you were able to do in this game. What was it in particular that allowed you to go out? I know you're big on the boards and some of the things that you did to create some plays.
I just find excitement in my teammates, looking to me to be, the leader with the ball. I find it, very exciting to it either be my fault that we lost because of my turnovers, my poor decision-making, or, kind of the team. I don't look at it as my, victory personally, but I look at a team victory. So I like to be a part of that. And, it's just exciting for me.
And just as a follow-up to that, 8 assists. And I know that you sort of play that point forward throughout the game. What was it that you were looking, how are they getting open? How have you felt the chemistry kind of blend with that?
I'd like to point out QP and Prince. Definitely TJ and Dev. I know they didn't play a lot of minutes tonight because, foul trouble and just defensive schemes, how we was running it. But them being, big on the glass, kicking it out, and me just one-mooring it to Jay-Z or Makai or Mason or something, I think that was very easy, and we're running more in transition, so that opens up more lanes, more looks for shots, and it just made it easier for us.
Jack, go ahead.
Question for either of you guys. Quinn Post returning, how has that opened up the offense, especially helping the guards?
It opened up a lot because, especially in this summer when we would come to the gym, work out, practice, we just had our offensive momentum going through him, same as last year. We played through him a lot. So kind of being able to have him back, spread out the court the way he can, and just kind of that's how I got a lot of my layups. I'd drive, he'd seal somebody off, it left it open for me. So it's really important to have him back.
All right, last one for Dan.
For both of you guys, it seemed like there was a lot of switching defensively, and Starling would get the ball, and then QP'd switch out on him. And for you guys, when you do that, how much of that is just communication, and how much of that is just knowing where to go and kind of eyeballing where the ball's going and avoiding picks?
Yeah, that requires a lot of communication, a lot of chemistry. We worked on that a couple days in practice. We actually worked on it this morning, whether we was going to switch with TJ and Dev too, or we're going to put them in coverage. And Coach Grant came to a final decision this morning, really. And it just helps because if someone switches, then you don't need to help too much on the roll guy. So it helps a lot with us. And QP, coming back from injury, he told us in the huddle that he wasn't fully back, and that's just the confidence that he has in us to be able to come out and tell us that. So that's the type of chemistry we need with each other and the confidence we need as brothers.